Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video, and today we have the first episode of the Mango and Metrix podcast.
So today we're going to be talking about the new season 6 trailer and what we expect is going to happen. And I'm just saying we may go into a bit of spoilers, but I don't think we will because we'll make sure not to. But I'm just giving you a warning so you know. And with that out of the way, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the new trailer. The trailer was a bit shorter, but it also didn't have much lore. What are your thoughts on that, Mango?
I was shocked that the trailer just was so different to all the others before it, and there was also no story from the Outlands to accompany it. What do you have to say about
Yeah,
that?
Usually the story from the Outlands come before, and this one's shorter than all of the other trailers. So maybe, just maybe, this is a fake one, but maybe they just because of quarantine. But yeah, it's I don't know, but I don't mind if this was the trailer. Hopefully, the story from the Outlands is much better and a step up.
Yeah, though the reverse theme was cool, and we did get a look at Rampart's abilities.
Yeah, Rampart, I'm excited for. So let's talk about that. What are your thoughts on Rampart, and how do you think she can be balanced, and just everything about her?
So let's go through what so far is leaked as her abilities and what we've seen. So the passive is she gets an additional some 15% or something like that mag size and damage to light
Not
machine
damage,
guns.
reload time to
Oh,
LMGs.
sorry, reload time to light machine
And
guns.
but we don't know too much because people think the tactical is going to be the amped wall, but it's quite broken unless they nerf it to the ground. But if they keep it at the level of OP-ness it was, they could make it the ultimate and the machine gun, the tactical. I don't know. We do not know so much so far, but there has been a new teaser of sorry not sorry. The train is painted, so if you go on it and see one side, I'm not sure which side, the right side, if you face forward of the train. And
That
yeah,
was
this
done
is
by
just
the
it's quite teasers, yeah.
So that was done by the gaming merchant. Check him out, link in the description.
Yeah,
He
for sure.
keeps
Shout
us
out
up
to
to
him,
date.
you know. And what are your thoughts on the lack of content in this new season? In this season, really,
Well,
yeah.
you told me, I first thought of it as COVID, okay, but then you told me that they're working on season 12 already. Now that shocked me because if they're working in advance, did they plan for season 5 to not have much content? We just don't know.
Exactly. So it's either they say they planned the seasons, but it's weird for me to believe because if it was planned and they're working on season 12, why is it such dry content? And this fits into the next discussion. And the new map, we might not get a new map, and people can say, oh, Corona, but since they're working on later seasons, how can they have an unfinished season?
And I
What are your
think it
thoughts
was
on that?
just scammy that they had Ash and Lifeline and Octane all saying something about Olympus, loads of leaks leading towards it, and we're just not getting it.
And but what people think is the UFO that was shown in the dev stream will come to the Kings Canyon, a little map change, just a little addition, and then Wild's Edge will get a lot of map changes. And me and Mango have thought that what if the second split they get rid of Kings Canyon completely, they drop a massive trailer destroying Kings Canyon, and then just add Olympus mid-season, like maybe the quests like every like twice a week instead of once a week, so that halves it down. And maybe the quest like ends with the Olympus being introduced, and this way they can introduce steady content without having to do two events, which I'm disappointed on.
And let's talk about the vault. I saw an in-game render of someone using the vault. Obviously, they couldn't actually use it.
But they like did green screen. Moki Sniper, link to that in the description below again.
It looks pretty good. I have no experience with Titanfall, but you can tell us what it's like.
It's like a hit scan, and it has you can hip fire with it. It's a really good hip fireable gun, but the alternator used to be really good hip fire. But I'm not saying it's bad now, but it's all right now. And I really don't know how they're going to balance it, but they're definitely going to remove the devotion so that Rampart's leaked passive makes sense. Otherwise, it will only be for one gun, the Spitfire, because
Oh, I think
how would it
there's
work
also
reloading the
the.
L-Star?
Oh yeah, sorry. They
And
could reduce
yeah,
the
yeah,
heat.
the
Heating.
overheat, but like they're probably going to add division to normal loot pool and the R9 to the vault, not vault, the care package. So, what are your thoughts on just what we've gotten so far?
So I think the R9 or Prowler going into the crate would be really nice. I like switching it up each season, and they could even bring the Kraber to the normal loot pool. I know it sounds weird, but they've done it with the Elstar and they've done it with the Mastiff.
But the only problem with that is it's going to nerf the Kraber to its, and then what are they going to switch it for? The Sentinel won't make sense because they're the same weapon, if just different damage. But the Kraber's a hard one to switch. Maybe if they add the EPG as a care package and the um Kraber as a normal floor weapon or something like that, like a cool, just a grenade gun. But this is all just
Something different.
speculations, so just take this with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about the graffiti hop up.
sorry, my audio just cut there. The graffiti hop up. Well, it says increased damage, not damage. Increased mag size and reload time, and people think this is going to be Rampart's passive, and they're going to introduce it as her passive. And people think this is only going to be for the Spitfire and the new mode, the new always be closing mode. They're probably going to put this everywhere, scatter it, the loot all around, and everyone's just going to be shooting paintballs, and it will be really cool and it's such a fun time.
Let's talk about the leaked always be closing evolved. So I've heard that.
It was confirmed now, but yeah, continue. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't realise that. So that's cool. I've heard that they're going to be adding, like Metrix said, the graffiti hop up for the Spitfire and the paintballs.
And well, what do you think about this lack of content and how? I know we've covered lack of content, but what do you think about this new game mode? Do you think they should have put Gold Rush duos or even third person mode? What do you think?
I think they could have. I really enjoyed Always Be Closing as an event.
Me.
But if they're adding it for a week, will it be as fun? I mean, they sort of destroyed Armed and Dangerous when we just had it.
Yeah, and I would have way preferred like the thing is I was thinking maybe Gold Rush duos evolve, but then you'll just get shredded by any gun straight away. But I was thinking just have Gold Rush trios or Gold Rush duos or just really anything like Gold Rush Armed and Dangerous. Like I want them to have an arcade mode where it mixes loads of different modes like Dummies Big Day and lots of different things, but they really just haven't been delivering this season.
Even
And
if there was
lots of lots of hype, but there was so much hype for the season. Everyone was like, "Oh my god, it's gonna be the best season yet." But I don't know. The lack of content just ruined it for me, really.
We'll cover this in our next episode, and that'll be covering the season 6. But let's continue with this. So, the Armed and Dangerous, let's say they added a party mode as an event. What would you say about that, Metrix?
By party mode, do you mean like arcade, like switching every 2 days?
No,
like
not like it, because that's just a copy of the Grand Sorrow. But if they just added a party mode where you can pick any LTM that's already been played. And
yeah, but the thing is, that'll be servers. What if no one picks one mode? So maybe a rotating every day or every 2 days, just something. Even if it's just 2 modes, and I'd like them to have.
Yeah, I'd like them to have a few more things to go.
Sorry, but I just want maybe even like an LTM where it's just. I know they probably won't add this, but maybe just Mozambique's. But it's going to be like the April Fools, old wingman, fully kitted alternator with disruptor, loads
really
of different
cool
things. This will be so cool. Yeah.
Would be, so we've had the season 1 map game, but I think what they should really do is season 1 game or season 2 game. So you just experience. And although you've got this, so you can't play any of the new characters, but I think it'd be fun. You will be able to experience all the broken things and things that got nerfed and changed. And it just gives newer players an insight to what the game used to be like. Metrix?
For sure. I really totally agree, and that would be cool. And they should definitely add Wild's Edge from season 3, because I preferred that, because the lava part was always my least favorite part of Wild's Edge, and my favorite parts of Wild's Edge is the sorting factories, those types of buildings, and the ice places. So it would be cool if they had season 3 map again, season 2, Kings Canyon, season 1. They've returned season 1 Kings Canyon, but I think it's just nostalgia. It's not really a good map. Like Cascades, I normally get a lot of hate for this, but Cascades and Bridges were a bit boring, really. It's just the same old. They didn't really deserve named location. It's like World's Edge having the whatever camp. What's it called again?
Camp?
Survey camp. It's the most useless location. Like, how is that not named? How is that named, but that not the other places that have hotspots? Like, even outside of Bunker on Kings Canyon, you can get hotspots to that little village, but that's not named. But Survey camp is, which has never gotten a hotspot, really. So it's a bit disappointing, but it's not really about named locations. It's really about the location in itself.
Right, I think we're getting a bit of a time here. If you'd like to see another one, like, subscribe, tell us in the comments what you'd like to see. I think we're going to be covering the later season 6 trailers, and when it drops, you can expect a new one.
Reaction
Metrix.
maybe, but remember to check out Mango Head Gamer, top right hand corner, link in the description, and check out my channel if you're watching this from Mango Head Gamer. We both make great content, more Apex content. Every so days, we post, we have fun, and I hope you guys like our content, and I hope you like this podcast. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.